welcome to the Great Antiques Hunt and welcome back to Emily the Bloodhound. This week's hunt from West Yorkshire starts here in Saltaire, named after Titus Salt, the Victorian industrialist. He was a mill owner with a difference, because he believed if you looked after the social and moral welfare of your workers, as well as paying them, of course, you'd have a happier and altogether more productive workforce. Sounds like a good egg to me. So alongside this massive mill, he built a model industrial village with houses, a hospital, a church, everything the workers could want. Anyway, we will be returning to the streets of Saltaire later on, but first, let's meet the teams.
Hello, I'm Tony Moody and this is my brother Stephen. We're from Buckinghamshire and we're the Green Team. I'm a third-year undergraduate student at Buckinghamshire College studying furniture restoration. I've finished the cabinet work and now I'm doing the bit that I really enjoy most of all, the upholstery. I'm a potter. I love working on this material. It's a good excuse to get your hands dirty and you can make wonderful things like this.
And they'll be competing against the red team.
Hello, I'm Lee Bradley. I'm from Aberdeen. This is my sister and teammate Perry.
Hello, I'm from Southampton and we're the red team. I'm a mature student in my second year studying for a BA in English.
So much work and so little time.
I live in Southampton and Lee lives in Aberdeen, so when she does manage to get down, we'd love to have a nice cup of tea and a good natter.
What the reds?
I'm interested in magic and looking into the future through the cards. Do I dare look to see if we're going to win?
Good morning, teams. Hello, James Rylands. This is Emily. Welcome to Saltaire. Now, buying round first, as ever. Now, I'm going to pass this. Can you pass on? Don't hold on to it all. Pass one of those little wallets onto the green team. You've got £200 in there each team. And we want you to search out a collectible within your budget that you think has the potential to sell at profit at auction. James, you've had a sniff about. What do you think?
Well, there is a vast treasure trove of objects in there. So you've got to be disciplined. You've got to focus your minds within budget, but allow for a bit of bargaining because they like you to drive a really hard bargain.
I don't think they do, but still.
Well, you've got to try anyway.
Well, you've got to be on your toes, as you know, because 20 minutes is your time limit. So get your skates on, off you go, and very good luck. What more can I say? Go on, your time's ticking over. Don't forget to haggle.
Oh, Leeds pottery. Oh. I mean, the house is cute, isn't it? 110. Is this a sheep with a basket? It's now their dog. Right? Maybe it's one of those poodles we were talking about. It is.
Oh, no.
Here's breakfast for Emily.
Oh,
a
no.
nice little dog. Emily.
Nice piece of mahogany. I think it'd be quite saleable, wouldn't it? Definitely.
Oh, I like those. I've got no prices on them at all. No, none of those. It's got little markings as well.
I think I can just make out the mark. It's Viennese. It's got Gestutz stamped on the bottom, which is for German for patented. And it's probably made by a man called Bergman.
Oh,
and
really?
his sign was a little bee in an urn.
It's got a little fleur-de-lis on it.
That's what we were looking at.
Very nice in bronze.
Yeah.
That's 25, is that?
It's not a fleur-de-lis. It's actually the maker's mark for Bergman.
And that, I don't know how old that is. That doesn't look very old, but it's just a nice little thing.
It is. It's lovely.
And I've got 50 on that.
That could be a bargain. That's
Do you think
worth
they should
going
go for that, then?
I think they're definitely, those are cheap.
What about the Pierce lid, the Leeds pottery? That's the logo. It's a local interest, isn't it?
Check for damage, rule number 1. They're approaching it quite scientifically, which is
Well,
good.
don't forget, it is their sort of speciality,
It is
isn't
their
it?
subject.
Little stilt marks on the bottom there.
Oh, it's nice. I like that one. Yes. Lovely colours. It is, isn't it? It is very burnt, Jane. Yes.
What's that?
It's
Slide
a
viewer.
Phoenix star.
It's a bit unusual, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Wish it told us something.
Yes.
No, we don't know.
£75. Bit frivolous.
Is it?
Could do
Frivolous.
better. Could
do
do
better. Keep going, girls.
a musical jug, a Wilkie Moat bar tat.
Oh, magic!
And I was going to have it to be restored. It would cost probably £50 or £60.
Be
And
worth
then it'd
it
be
though,
worth
wouldn't
£200.
it?
But I
Yeah,
would sell
yeah.
that as it is for £100.
It looks in nice condition, I like the colour of it, I like the fact it's unusual.
Yeah.
Still a little bit question mark about how many people will be interested in buying that.
It's good fun, but I think they need to save their war chest for something more.
Well, they've got to
More
decide now. They
interesting,
must be nearly
yeah.
out of time, actually, the girls.
Yep, time
The
is running
chaps
out,
are at
girls.
decision-making time. They're both absolutely level pegging now. What are they going to go
You
for?
want to go for that? It's a Burne Jones figure.
Okay. Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I know it's got local interest, but they're also going to be very clued in to what they should be paying for it.
We wouldn't go above 120 on the other one, about 120.
It's impossible to do that. The very best I could do is 160.
So what's the best price you could do on that?
Have a look at the base again. 230, 220.
Well, you better
I
bargain
don't know why
away.
they're sort of considering it if the price is 220, because they can't buy it. They haven't got enough money.
190?
I couldn't.
You couldn't?
I'll go down to 210 and that's it. That is twisting my arm because it's such a nice figure.
200?
You're going down even lower, aren't you now?
200, that's the most we can do, 200.
Go on then.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay then. Okay. You got the money?
The deal's been done.
There you go. She just has to hand over all her readies.
Ticket price is 175.
175. Bargain, bargain.
120?
We don't work on those margins.
They drive a hard bargain in this part of the world.
140 would definitely buy it, I think.
Go on, I'll
140?
I'll stretch the 140 for you, but really, you're getting a really good deal there.
That's what we want.
Yeah.
They're giving him a good run for his money.
60, 20, 100, 20 and 40, assuming they haven't short-changed us.
Right. I'll tell you what. Let's just have a look at those. Yeah.
See what's
So they're all right.
genuine.
You've done terribly well, Tony. I can see you've got the dog,
Thank you.
the prize item, but you've also got this curious magnifying affair. What would you describe that as, James?
Well, it's an apparatus for viewing postcards, and a lot of them were made towards the end of the last century because foreign travel was just beginning to be accessible to a lot of people. So most of the ones that we see are actually quite cheaply produced, and that's where you've done terribly well because this one really is very good quality in burwood and ebonized, and the mechanism actually completely folds flat for sort of easy transport.
Now, you drove a very hard bargain. You wouldn't let the poor man out of your grip, would you? So what did you get it down from and to?
We started at 175, that was the asking price, and we managed to get down to 140, although we did try hard to get it down to 120, but he wasn't playing
He
ball.
stood his ground. What do you think about the upside on 140?
I think you have every chance of doing rather well with this.
Well done. Sounds excellent. Now, girls, I want to get my hands on a saint. Let's have a look at this. It's pottery, is it?
It is, yes.
James, St. Michael for you.
St. Michael looking very saintly indeed, and it's in the style of the New English Sculpture School, which was very popular around about 1900, 1910. Very stylish decoration. A number of copies have been made, so it'll be interesting to see how you get on.
As usual, there are no points.